I won't let our fighters lose out on massive opportunities for their careers. So we all want, the best place for that fight is on the zone. Who can pay the most money for that fight? The zone. Simple. But if they won't have the same mindset that we have, we're willing to do it on Showtime, no problem. But you have to pay him the same money that he'll make with us. That's all. We won't stop the fight, we won't restrict him from going. But ultimately, Devin wants to be in the place that financially is going to give him the most security. And also the schedule. Like if Tevin Farmers started fighting once a year now, or twice a year, he would be distraught. He likes to box about 6 times a year. I mean, he's boxed like 5 times in a year.
No, under a year.
Under a year. Yeah. 10 or 11. He's been out at the ring for 5 weeks. He's calling me every day, like he's losing his mind that he doesn't have a date yet, and he'll have a date next week. But, you know, he's in a great place. He doesn't get lied to. You know, he's got a schedule. He gets paid very well. He can balance his life around boxing as well, knowing when he's fighting, rather than waiting. But we are getting to the stage now where we want the mega fights, because I feel like Tevin Farmer over the last 6 months has become a star of the sport. So after this mandatory defence, I want the big unifications for Tevin, and that's probably Bouts. That might be Gervonte Davis. You know, all these great fights. You've got Jojo Diaz fighting this weekend. That's a good fight. Scott Quigg has another good fight, one of our guys. But I want to take him after July. I want to take him back to Philly. You know, when we talk about fight cards, that was a Friday night as well in Philly that we had to do that show.
The night before Errol Spence.
Yeah, exactly. So we want to go Saturday night. Last time we had, I think, nearly 6,000 in Philadelphia. They loved it.
It was a lot going on that night.
It was.
Meek Mill had a show too.
I know. Meek Mill was on that night as well. But that was a good crowd and a vibrant crowd, and they loved it. And I know that everyone in that arena that night will be back, especially if he's in a big unification fight.
Yeah, for sure.
And how big it is to work with everybody, regardless of promotion or the politics, but to get your fighters, regardless of who they are, that top fight.
Like, honestly, like I can't tell you, being involved in something like this week with Jacobs Canelo. Fuck the money. I mean, the money's there, and it's our job to make sure the fighters get it. But you can't take away that buzz of seeing your guy up there, walking in a ring with him, being part of the team that week. And that's why I want Tevin to unify the division, because I want to see him go on and add more belts to the collection, be a great, because I know he's got the mindset and the ability to do it, but you have to provide him with the opportunities. That's why I'll never restrict him for taking another huge payday, another big opportunity, if it means creating a legacy. And not just a financial legacy, but a legacy within the sport. So, you know, I'm happy to work with anyone. You know, we've got this. Someone asked Devin Haney yesterday, you know, you signed with Eddie Hearn. He said, yeah, you wouldn't believe how many people were phoning me up saying, don't sign with Eddie Hearn. Whatever you do, don't sign with Eddie Hearn. I'm talking about advisors, I'm talking about broadcasters, I'm talking about so that's what we're up against. But people like Tevin are the guys where I can say to other fighters, I tell you what, ask Tevin Farmer, because the best spokesman you can have is a fighter. So I feel like I said to, and when I signed Tevin, I probably said to him, speak to Danny Jacobs, you know, speak to Demetrius, speak to Devin Haney, speak to Tevin, because these are the best spokespeople for you. If you treat them fair and you treat them with respect and you deliver for the fighters, they're not going to say bad things about you. So that's what it's about for us, is getting credibility away from the haters saying, no, don't go to the zone, don't go to Eddie, you can't do that, it'll be a disaster for your career. What planet do you live on? What do you want to do? You want to box once a year and get told, oh, there's a date coming, that's a date coming? Exactly, or box 5 times a year, make a load of money and be part of a team that's enjoyable to be around.